Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about what is love. Do we know really what love is? I think we know what love is, but I don't think we actually know what love is. We think that the love we have for another person is love. And then my question is, how many times you fall in love with someone in this life? I mean, it is more than one. Then that means the previous love is over. Either the person we love died, or just the relationship is over, or the love is over. So something temporary, can it be love? Can it be real? Something temporary cannot be real. So what is love that is permanent? I think that is the love of this universe, the love of ourselves. We are the universe. So
we are whatever it's called.
So the only permanent love we have is the love for ourselves. And that is the only truth. But when we think about self-love, people think that it is related to our ego. How can we love ourselves? So does it mean that when I look in the mirror, I find myself beautiful, attractive, and is that self-love? No, it is not self-love. And people, if you look at it, actually nobody knows what self-love is, and people have different explanations to what self-love is, and they write books on it. There are so many people are trying to explain what self-love is, but self-love is actually, to me, choosing the thoughts that doesn't make you hurt. So it is only the thoughts and nothing else. So when you look in the mirror and you tell yourself, I'm ugly. Okay. So another thing here, before we go into that, is, so beauty is a perspective, right? So for someone, you are the most beautiful girl, or you are the most beautiful man in this entire universe. And for someone else, they don't even find you beautiful. So something that depends on people's opinions. It cannot be a truth, right? When you say, you look in the mirror and you say, I'm ugly. But for someone, you might be the most beautiful person. So therefore, all thoughts you have, they are just stories you have. So when you look into the mirror, and instead of choosing the thought that I'm ugly, look at me, that thought hurts you. That thought hurts you, girl. And there is even no truth to it. There cannot not be a truth to it. It's just a story in your mind. It's just a story in your mind. And because we are living in a world that compares us with each other, we are constantly compared. Oh, that girl has a better some type of physical feature. I don't know, I don't want to say that. But then we always compare ourselves with other people, right? But this is how the world we live in is constructed. But the truth is, nobody can be ugly. This universe created flowers, right? And is there any ugly flower? And if you think about that, there is no ugly flower in this universe. There can never be. So there are just different types of flowers, and we don't like all of them, but it doesn't mean they're ugly. Therefore, everyone is actually beautiful. It is just the perspective of other people, what they think about us. Even that's not important anyways. What is self-love if we go back to that? So self-love is basically loving yourself enough to choose the thoughts that are not hurting yourself. This is not only about loving ourselves in terms of physical appearance, right? So let's say we have a boyfriend and they are not texting us for one day. So what do we think, right? What do we think? We think, oh, they don't love us. And then we start to get hurt. So see, you're not loving yourself. Loving yourself means choosing that thought that makes you happy. Instead, choose the thought that he is busy and he always texts me. Now, I don't feel bad. I don't feel sad. And I go on my day with joy because I know that is the truth. Okay? So that is what self-love is. Choose the thoughts that makes you happy. It doesn't matter what you're seeing in your reality. It doesn't matter. It matters that how much you love yourself. So therefore, if you keep going your day and choosing only the thoughts that are making you happy and making you not feel hurt, and that is actually what self-love is. That's just the thoughts, because see, God gave us the freedom of choice. And what does that mean? That means every moment you have a choice to choose the thoughts you want to think. It doesn't matter what the world is telling you, because you don't care what the world is telling you. You care about what you have within yourself. Because at the end, this outside world is just illusion, and illusion that we create with our mind. It is not even real. So you don't listen or look at outside, you don't listen to it and get your evidence from it, because it doesn't mean anything. Basically, what matters is how much you love yourself, and think about loving thoughts that are not hurting you, and that is your only truth. Self-love is the only truth, and therefore love yourself, meaning think and choose only loving thoughts. Like, if you cannot choose loving thoughts, just choose neutral thoughts that are not hurting you. So let's say in the beginning, let's say you don't know if your boyfriend loves you or not, and you are thinking, he doesn't love me, and then it suddenly hurts you, right? Then you're not loving yourself. So instead, go ahead and say, if you cannot believe that he loves you, then go ahead and say, I don't know if he loves me or not, but I choose to believe in this universe, because I am 400% sure that this universe loves me. So it's not my business to try to comprehend or understand that he loves me or not. And I leave it to God, I leave it to this universe to decide. So with that, you stop thinking negatively. And that is the thing, right? The universe loves us. Well, some people will say, how come a universe loves me? I have this problem, that problem, this problem, that problem, that health issue, blah, blah, blah. And the thing here is sometimes you have perspective on things. Like you are saying, this thing is bad, this thing is good. But then think about it. You have a car accident, right? And you label it as something bad. And you feel so bad about it. But how do you know actually the universe was protecting you from something much worse? So the car accident that was you were experiencing was actually a gift to you from the universe. How do you know? It is because we try to label things as good and bad. We cannot see the love that is flowing through to us from the universe. Therefore, don't have stories about anything, because you don't know if something is actually good or bad for you. Everything universe gives you is out of love. It gives you certain things because it loves you, and there is nothing else. It just loves you, and everything is out of love. And if you cannot stop the negative thoughts to achieve self-love, you only have to know this. And each time a hurting thought arises, say to yourself, this universe loves me. This universe fucking loves me so much. And I don't have to worry, I don't have to think about anything, because it will take care of everything for me. And that is what trusting God and trusting universe is. And I hope these are helpful to you. Thank you.